Okay, Gemini, take two. This is a breakthrough spread, and it's for November. If you don't feel like watching the shuffling, you can click in the description box. There will be a reading time start stamp. Should be. Okay, so otherwise, thank you for joining me. Thank you for reaching out and getting private readings, guys. That's how I support the channel. I really appreciate your love and support there. So 3 prices starting from $22 in the description box below based on time. And they are recorded videos for you. And you ask what you want in the notes at the checkout. And then make sure you add my email to your contact list so that my reading to you doesn't go to your spam folder. But anyway, so we are getting your breakthrough spread to find out what will you have a breakthrough about in November, or what do you maybe need a breakthrough about. That's the first spot, is what is it that we need to have a breakthrough about in the first place. And I'm going to use a few different decks. That's why I said I did shuffle these off camera so that I wouldn't spend so long shuffling like I normally do. So I did that already, just a quick one because I know they're already shuffled. But we'll take all of these cards in the upright, except for the tarot. This is Kim Cran's Wild Unknown Alchemy deck, and then your Kipper deck here. Whoop. So what do we need to have a breakthrough about? What is the challenge going to be? What is the breakthrough card? What is your strength at this time? Your outcome and your advice card. All right, thank you, Kipper Deck. And then we'll go on to the Siren song. I guess I have shuffled all of these, but we'll go ahead and give it another little shuffle. All right, so, and I have connected with your energy here, Gemini, to make sure that these messages are going to be beneficial for whatever timeline you're wanting to find yourself in. I'm going to use 2 from the Siren song for all of these, actually, for all of these spots, because it is a blend of the Lenormand and the Kipper, so it gives a lot of good information for us. Tell me about the breakthrough, and we'll take all these in the upright. I feel like I'm repeating myself, sorry. Okay, and the 108, and then the tarot. Well, okay, those are wanting to come down too. We will let them. Whoa. And the next group of readings I will be doing for all signs this November, this next set of readings, I will be doing love readings. So I'm excited about that because I've never specifically done that on my channel before. This is going to be a general breakthrough spread, so it can apply to any area of your life, but I do want to do one specifically for the first time of on love. Okay, we'll take the tarot. Reversed if it comes out reversed. We'll do 2 each of the tarot also. So your strength, your outcome, and your advice. That should give us all the information that we need. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, angels. The reading starting at 4:33. All right. So your issue to have a breakthrough about might have something to do with love. With the Copper card, this can be it can represent a few different things, but like Aphrodite for one thing. Love, pleasures, love of flesh-like things, like things that make you feel good, luxuries, like I already said that. It is a transition, a transition metal classification, so it can, I believe it's number 26, atomically, I believe, which would break down to an 8, which would be abundance, but yeah, anyway, so it's like this card is saying to me, what do you want to experience here? How can we get that? And what is it that you're wanting? So if you're wanting certain things or you're wanting certain experiences, you know, there's absolutely no problem with that, wanting to have a breakthrough when it comes to things that you get to enjoy here on earth. And so I have change, and there is a car with, it looks like things that are being moved, or maybe a whole relocation or a big move, making a big move. It has to do with change. So a breakthrough about how is something going to change for you. Possibly how are you going to overcome a mountain, or what you perceive to be a mountain as an obstacle. But with this change, I feel like you can rearrange anything. Anything. And this is like, I mean, they even give the example of the mountain in a lot of different texts of being able to overcome mountains, making them move, making mountains crumble. Like you're supposed to be able to do all these things. Definitely with the Lenormand, the tower, whatever it is in the Lenormand tower, whatever you're building, it is going to be built with like stability, security. And I also see another energy here helping, like, because you can look at this tower, it's pictured as a lighthouse, which gives rescue to people on ships so that they don't crash into the rocks, or so that, in this sense, so that you have an easier time overcoming a mountain of a challenge or obstacle. So that's what I'm picking up with that, really. Judgment in the reverse, 7 of Cups in the reverse, and then the person of water. Maybe dealing with a water sign. Person of water here is saying Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, or it might be somebody who is, this could be you too, about what we're going to have breakthroughs about. It might be concerning psychic gifts, abilities, being emotionally connected. You could be very intuitive and a sensitive person and feel things very deeply. So it does say healer, counselor, advisor, or author. It could be somebody that really gives you some darn good advice. So the 7 of Cups in the reverse and Judgment in the reverse. For some of you all, there was all right, for some of you all, I'm getting that there's a situation where you're seeing clearly a path that you don't want to go down, like with another person, is specifically, or maybe it's, I don't know, whatever this is. It is general, but I feel like there is a path. You see it, but you don't want something about it. You don't want to be resurrected, okay? You don't want. Why? Because you're seeing clearly, and there's something that you were not maybe seeing in the past, or you could be needing to have a breakthrough regarding enlightenment to this path to overcome a mountain of a challenge. All right, so we're going to move right on to the challenge part of the breakthrough pyramid. Oh, I saw this one when I was in the pre-shuffle, and so I was thinking, okay, this is interesting. There's a challenge of a secret somehow. The golden rose, there's a challenge of a secret. It is a sacred secret, so it's something that is to be revealed to you at a certain time when the time is right. It is also associated with gifts and abilities that are opening up at like certain times with me, this golden rose. Certain gifts, certain abilities, certain things passed down from family, from bloodlines, spirit bloodlines. a weird way to word that, I know. But also, some of you will have a secret admirer for sure, all right? Because I said there was this energy here that was going to be like a lighthouse during a storm. During a stormy time, maybe in your life where we're craving change. And something like a little did you know that you're on this person's mind all the time. I don't know, thoughts of you run through this person's mind all the time. I'm seeing only good things here about this. This is interesting. Because we're getting into the like, there's a secret and a secret admirer, and there's a secret talents. There's gifts. Secret letter. Oh, that's sweet. In a way, it's bittersweet. The letter never sent is what came through my head. The letter never sent. You don't know yet. It's not that it's never going to be sent. It's just that there's something about somebody's feelings for you here. This is this is why I want to do love readings the next go around. It's because I'm picking up so much of that for all of the signs. Not just one, for all of the signs. Especially Gemini, though. You all had the most beautiful love reading from a different lifetime that popped through one day when I was doing a Celtic cross for you, and it was absolutely beautiful. And for some of you all, it's been like the last I don't know, a few months of being very aware of a love vibe, okay? Of a love energy, a loving energy, and but we're still working out stuff. We're still working out stuff. And so this is the Gemini that is on the verge of change because things have been working for you, or you've been working. It's like what do they say? Working the kinks out. Something, you've been working the kinks out of something in your life. So this is an unspoken admiration. Unspoken admiration. What else do I? Oh my Lord, you all. This is why I shuffle on camera, because you know, if I would have put this down here and just been like, here's the spread, you all wouldn't have believed me. Well, some of you all might have believed me, but most of you all wouldn't have believed me. I have two different decks. This one I told you that the Siren song has a blend of the Kipper and the Lenormand. And they just happen to pop out the exact same Kipper style message from each deck of thoughts, deep thoughts. Double your trouble, Gemini. Makes sense for Gemini. I don't mean that in a bad way, though. These are some wow. Not one, but two. You have not, wow. For some of you all, like for real, this is either majorly confirming that yes, you are on somebody's mind. They feel like Cupid has struck the heart, but it's also gone straight to their mind, and they can't stop thinking. They can't stop thinking about you. You know why? Because for you, they're feeling this love energy, and a lot of times we would probably go through. Okay, I'm gonna guess. I'm not gonna say this happens to everybody. But a lot of times, things are based on like a platonic love, or generalized, maybe more. This is something that I feel like you and this person have never felt before for anybody. I feel like you and whoever else, it could be two other people too, it doesn't have, or it could just be like, no, let's magnify this so that Gemini really knows that, oh, the challenge is something you don't know, but I'm going to tell you that there is a secret in this person's hand in the card. You see him holding a book, and in the book we can represent a secret hidden. And so you have all these things about hidden, the ways that they're feeling hidden. These people, or these whoever this is that is absolutely struck by some type of love that they feel, has a It's even popping across to me as like they have gotten fake accounts before to be an admirer that they know that you wouldn't even go for, just because they want to express something really ushy and gushy to you. And that, I don't know. Just to make sure that you got the message. Didn't matter that the face didn't match. I don't know. I'm thinking that that's cool, Gemini. All right, hot air balloon. Balance, uplifting, freedom, going with the flow. It says don't resist. Don't resist. Elevate and feeling good. Part of the challenge, though, is what I said. I feel like you're wrapping up a past situation. And there could be something where it's like it's divine timing. No more staying with people or places, situations that are just so uninspiring or don't have any passion in them. And these are the events wrapping up. And it is divine timing here for something that that is worn out and uninspiring to end. I'm surprised the Death card and the Ace of Wands in the reverse didn't come out. What's your breakthrough? You have the Jupiter card. Okay, so we have expansion, growth, and luck is your breakthrough. So you can expect good fortune and for things to really grow and expand for you. Why? Because there is a person involved in this whole scenario. Some you are going to know about. Some you are not going to know this person. But it's almost like their foot has been on the brake pedal for some reason. I don't know what the reason is, because I guess it's going to be different. But it was, there's something about them lifting their foot off of the brake pedal and allowing the gas to be pressed. Okay, and so that is why there's going to be expansion. I don't know, but I'm getting with this mature woman a really strong sense of acceptance for whatever this is. Which it might be leading to marriage or real strong commitment. So the marriage card can indicate a very strong bond. It doesn't have to be romantic, but I told you these readings have been picking up on that. It can be business, and it can be a partnership with a mature woman, an older person, or an old soul. It might be an old soul. Here's the change card, and so now we have another representation of two different decks with the exact same Kipper card. Change, number 9, change. So that is what's coming in. Don't doubt that. Change. This could indicate a move. It has fish in it, so you're definitely, it's headed towards prosperity, and it's moving around obstacles and challenges very easily. There may be something with this mature woman that is recognizing a divine connection of some sort. With whoever, like, for real, with whoever this is that's always thinking about you, whether you know them or not, because you really might not, but it's another 9. So 999, letting go of the past and embracing this new divine partnership. There's something about this being part of a big divine plan, your work, a divine cause, down for the cause. What will you do for love? Like the sacrifice for love. And another part of your breakthrough here is just when you think that everything is hopeless, just when you think that your cup is not going to get filled, no, this doesn't happen to me. Like, no matter how much I want to believe these really great things that people say, oh, no, it's not going to happen. That's when something unexpected comes in with the Knight of Cups. So right when you kind of give up hope and you're a little pessimistic is when everything's going to work out, and it will be unexpected. It will be a surprise. This is an unexpected, something being proposed to you, romantic or business. It is an offer, and it's loving, and it's going to bring a lot of expansion for you and whoever this is. Unstuck. Getting unstuck here. This is your strength, actually. Actually, your strength is when we've had to have a lot of patience being in a situation that's not changed and feels stuck. Getting unstuck is, I don't know, something that you're good at, because it was in the reverse the way that, even though I said I wasn't going to read it. Well, here's what I thought. Okay. Yeah. Wow. Wow. So something is going to free you up. Part of your strength. I have the expectation is that there were other energies expecting you to be stuck. I don't know why, okay, but there was some energies expecting you to be stuck, and the reason why is because they were powerful people or powerful individuals misusing their power to try to stop you feeling like if they did something to you that you wouldn't assert yourself or that you would stop moving forward, and that's not the case, because here with the 7 of Wands, you still persisted even in the face of a power struggle going on, even in the face of the powers that be corrupt in that sense. There is the mediator card, so is the energy that is the go-between, or the person who's able to, like, they know things, I don't know, like social services, civil, maybe like a lawyer or somebody that's just able to navigate court systems. So it might be something about getting unstuck when it comes to needing somebody to help you with authority, especially when authority is presenting here as being misused in some way. The coffin is the end of a situation. The end is the end of the stuckness, and then within a few days. All right. Okay, and then your outcome is you will have something to say. This is a card of great expression. There's something that you will be expressing about how you feel. Maybe about how you're wanting a family to look, or how you would like a family. I don't know, something about expressing yourself, and just how you want things to be regarding family. When it comes to the moon, something that you say or express how you express yourself. It might be like expressing like through voice, through singing or writing. I don't know. You do have a mountain lion, and there's a roar here, and the moon card can indicate that you are within the Lenormand, can indicate that you're on your way to fame and recognition for speaking your truth, not holding it in, and speaking your truth. Here is the man with the sword, a very intelligent person, very smart, a very intelligent individual. And that person might be a professional. It might be somebody that helps you with this, showing you the way. You know what I mean? Like, this is how you do this. So there should be an end. If some of you are having some court issues with family, then there should be a point where you get to express yourself, and there's some type of win here, especially with the aid or assistance of that other energy, helping you to move on to the next phase. So train, moving on, life's journey, a new endeavor, going away, one direction, on track, on time, no resistance, down with the cause. High Priestess, you just know this. And the 4 of Swords in the reverse, man, it really seems like you're just not even wanting to think about it. That might be a good thing. It might be a good thing. Make sure you're getting your rest. Make sure you're getting, treating yourself right, eating as healthy as you can. But there might be this energy of like, look, I know right now is not the time for me to take a time out. Like, I need to really bust it. And maybe you're working extremely hard to get to this goal or something like that, to get unstuck. All right, let's see what your advice is. The High Priestess, by the way, very in tune with this energy, this secretive, you know more than what you're telling, for sure. And you're very intuitive and very psychic. So your advice, I have the against nature in a box. In a box. Usually this card comes out when they're advising you to not let yourself get caught in a box or stuck in a box or a limited way of doing things or thinking things. There's a pathway out of this against nature, and of course that would be to go with nature, to do what feels, advice would be to do what feels natural to you. No resistance right here, no resistance. Does it feel natural to you? The tree is about, could be about gaining your health back, and also having to do with other energies, like making sure they're not draining on you energetically or financially. We have to see the house. The house. There also, for some, this could be about feeling like there might be some advice of something that feels unnatural about where you, or just doesn't feel right about where you live. Perhaps it's something to do with energy. Maybe something is draining your resources, you know, like if it's an older house, maybe it's like one problem after the other. Or that there's just something like with the energy there. Yeah, it might be this person that you decide you don't want to be around anymore. Or this job that feels unnatural to you. So you're going to advise to write your resignation letter. You know what I mean? Something's not working, cutting cords. Yoga. So if you haven't been resting or taking time to contemplate, then here's the card that says, yes, go within, spend some time alone, wellness, rest, focus on that, advice from spirit, because you're about to take flight, and you really are. 4, 5, 6, and then here's a 7, you're in alignment, and then here's the 8 is the challenge. I guess that's the final thing. The breakthrough is the 9s, right? The letting go. So airplane, travel long distance, speed, overcome, rise up, freedom, no boundaries, breaking free, in control, and following your internal guidance system. So what else for advice was? The 2 of Swords in the reverse, and the 2 of Cups means that something that was very much so postponed for a long time, where you were undecided or there was a stalemate, a block in the way of a divine union coming together, is going to be unblocked. This is moving past a stalemate or a block, and it's coming together. It's a true love situation wanting to form, and the advice is to let you know that it's maybe secretive, but it is here, and it's showing up in your reading. So it's a real thing here. You'll be getting out of a not natural, false twin flame, false soulmate energy, and going towards like the real deal here. And you will move past a stalemate or a block, okay? So that's what I've got for you all. I hope you enjoyed this. Gemini, I'm sending you love and light. Thanks, bye.